Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
So this past weekend, of course, Eddie Hearn has been over there in America, as always. I think he may as well buy a house out there, mightn't he? You know, he's out there so long now, or so much. He was asked about Kell Brook, and not for the first time. Now, a couple of times I've kind of like heard him mention it, but I haven't paid too much attention to it. But now he's mentioned it again with Kell Brook being potentially on the Joshua undercard. If it's not going to be the Joshua undercard, it will be another card in the US, which is great in the sense that Kell Brook, of course, is going to get a fight. There's the first one. But the thing that kind of like niggles me a little bit, and I've made no secret of this, that I think there's too much emphasis on Eddie Hearn, Matchroom USA with DAZN in America, and I do feel that the UK is being a little bit neglected for cards over here. That's my honest assessment of it. But of course, we do understand it's a whole filling out process at the minute. They're still going through a transitional period. Totally get all that, of course I do. But Kell Brook is one of our very few headliners that we have as British fighters. Now, is Kell Brook a shot fighter now? I don't know. Is it a case of Kell Brook, he just wants to fight in America again? Last time he'd done it, he won the world title over Sean Porter. So maybe it's about exposing him to the US market a bit more. But the thing that kind of like really niggled me the most was the fact that he mentioned Kell Brook wants to find out what's happening with Amir Khan and Terence Crawford fight as in the result of that one. And that's what's niggling me. For me, this fight is dead. I have to be honest, from my own perspective. Obviously, I can't speak for everyone, but my own perspective is that I'm bored of just talking about it. Amir Khan, Kell Brook. It's like you can't mention Kell Brook without mentioning Amir Khan. I mean, does Kell Brook's career revolve around Amir Khan? Is Amir Khan being Kell Brook's puppet master, and is Eddie Hearn allowing this to happen? Amir Khan has another fight. Kell Brook needs to move on. Forget that fight. People are just not interested anymore. I don't remember the last time I actually seen somebody going, oh God, I really hope that we get Amir Khan and Kell Brook now. Oh God, I can't wait. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. I'm so excited. This fight has zero interest anymore. For most people, it really does. So for Kell Brook to be on somebody's undercard in itself, it's not really a good thing, in my opinion. As I said, he's one of the very few headliners that we have now that does actually sell. But as I said, unless Kell Brook is a shot fighter now, maybe they know something that we don't. Maybe that's why he's with John Fuchs now. I don't know what the whole thing is surrounding Kell Brook at the minute. For me, Kell Brook is the mandatory for Jarrett Hurd. Jarrett Hurd is a unified 154-pound champion. Okay, so he could fight Jarrett Hurd. They can just push forward the mandatory and get that fight on. And that would be a great fight here in the UK. But I've got a feeling if that fight ever happens, it's going to be in America. Listen, I know I'm being British biased here, and I feel like I'm having a moan about Eddie Hearn and that a lot lately. And I don't mean to do it. It's just that I just have to call it how I personally see it. Because for me, I want more cards here in the UK. A year or so ago, we were getting cards all the time, and great cards, and we were looking forward to it, and boxing was back home again here in the UK, but now I feel like it's being pushed away from the UK and going back over to America. I just feel that we're going to be drip-fed. And with a potential headliner like a Kell Brook being put on to an undercard in itself, that shows that's another card that we're not going to get. Not only that, with Kell Brook, what kind of level of opponent is he going to be fighting? As we said, if it is going to be the Joshua undercard, Eddie Hearn's already said it's going to be UK versus America, or UK and Ireland versus Americans. So Kell Brook's going to be fighting an American. Who's he going to be fighting? Again, he kind of like mentioned a little bit that it won't be 147 and it probably won't be 154, so he'll probably do a catch weight somewhere in between. The Jesse Vargas fight's not going to happen. So who's it really going to be? I don't understand. I mean, why are they putting Kell Brook's career on hold for Amir Khan? I mean, what's the point in this? Quite clearly, if these guys don't understand yet, Amir Khan is not interested in Kell Brook. He's just not. And even if this fight does get made, if Amir Khan loses to Terence Crawford, do people really want to see Kell Brook versus Amir Khan? Probably not. Kell Brook needs to be challenging Jarrett Hurd, in my opinion. Or Jamel Charlo, or Tony Harrison, or I would stay away from Heyman Guia, personally. But I think that there are some big fights out there. Kana Islam, phenomenal fighter. That would be a very decent fight. Liam Smith, maybe. I don't know, but even then, I'm not that sold on that fight, I have to be honest. But I don't want Kell Brook's career, because this is the final chapter of his career. He's already said he doesn't want to be around boxing too much longer. So to put him on an undercard is one thing. To put him over in America is another thing. But who are you going to be fighting? He says he wants to be a two-weight world champion. Well, there's your opportunity. Why are they not making a push on the Jarrett Hurd fight? Jarrett Hurd will be the favourite for that fight. Of course he will be. He's a huge unit. But these are the kind of fights that Kell Brook needs to take. If he wants to be a 154-pounder, then these are the opportunities, right? Surely. So I don't quite understand why all our fighters are going over to America now. Are we being neglected? I don't know. Is it still the transitional period? Maybe. Maybe I'm just being a little bit sensitive. Maybe. Okay, but for me, Kell Brook, in my opinion, needs to be doing a headliner in the UK and not on anybody's undercard. I want a few more fight cards announced in the UK, please, Eddie. Pretty please, with sugar on top. Please put some damn UK cards on. Anyway, so that's pretty much what's going on. So Kell Brook looks like he's going to be on an undercard in America next. Against who? Who knows? In fact, there's a very good chance we probably never heard of the next fighter. Good chance. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see to find out exactly what's going to be happening officially. But as of right now, we're still up in the air. But all we do know is Kell Brook is going to be fighting in America next. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.